everyone, welcome to Bookswagon. Today we have with us Miss Stuti Changle. Thank you so much ma'am for being here. Stuti Changle is a best-selling author whose stories beautifully blend romance with self-discovery and purpose. After leaving a corporate career, she chose storytelling as a way to explore love, destiny and personal growth. Thank you so much for being here ma'am. Please tell us a little bit about your journey. What exactly inspired you to go down to this path?
First of all, hello everyone. I don't know if all of you can see me, but it is so lovely to see all of you gathered here. I think an author is nobody without an audience, and it just means so much to be here, to be meeting my readers, to see you all today. My journey started back in 2017 exactly, when I was in a corporate job and I wanted to write books, but I did not really know what to do. I was a reader, I loved reading, that's one thing I know, but I didn't really know how this industry works, how does one write a book, how does one complete a book, finish a book, let alone be here where now I have 5 books. So it's been a long journey, so to say, but it was driven by passion. मुझे एक चीज़ हमेशा से पता थी कि मुझे लिख के बहुत अच्छा लगता है, and I just want these words to reach people, and that is what happened. First book मैंने लिखी, it was called On the Open Road. Not many people read it. That is what the truth of every first time book is. And then I published my second book. It's called You Only Live Once. You see it right here. And this book was written during COVID. It released in 2020. And when I started selling this book as a self-published book at that time, literally nobody wanted to pick it up. I had to market it, I had to go to any place, every place and tell people that, this is something, it's a story about 2 individuals. So for those of you who don't know me, my books are not just romance. They sit at the intersection of romance and self-help, because honestly, I always wanted to be a writer who is writing self-help. Romance kind of then happened to me in that journey. So now my stories are like a beautiful blend of both of that, and then back in 2020 my first 3 books, they got acquired by Penguin Random House, and now that you know that the first 3 books, they are with Penguin, and I've recently released my 5th book, which is Stars Will Guide You Home. That's with HarperCollins, and and I'm writing. It's a beautiful journey.
And ma'am, how do you think that the modern dating has influenced or evolved your writing style?
I think, ये कहने की बात होती है कि things are happening in a very different way now, and it used to be very different in that era. To be true, things have always existed. Like now you see on social media so many terms like ghosting, benching and whatnot is existing, and everyone says this is happening for the first time. It's this generation that is dating in a different way. But let me tell you, even many years back people were doing that. The names were different. It used to be called something like a 2-timing, or I don't know, but things have existed forever. I think the only change now is that people are very open and vocal about their relationships. They don't want to hide. They want to tell everyone कि अगर ये मेरी कहानी है और यही सच है, तो ये है जैसी है, मुझे छुपाना नहीं है किसी से. And I think that's the major difference between that generation and this. And for readers also, readers are now also more open to read anything and everything under the sun. They're more experimental, especially with a lot of influence from authors outside a lot of international titles. I think that's the kind of shift that has happened.
And since your stories are quite realistic in a lot of ways, do you think that comes from, the inspiration comes from any of your personal experiences or incidents maybe?
See, I always say that I'm a writer, and not just for me, I think this holds true for so many writers out there. While we are writing fiction, everything that we write is actually inspired from real life. We just kind of masalify it a little bit. And the fact that my stories are so relatable is also because of the same thing, that people find themselves in those characters. They say, okay, this is me. This is me going through this. This is me going through this struggle, or this is me looking for this career option that's not working for me. So while my books might look like a very rom-com sort of, a very romance sort of a book on its face, when you delve deep into each one of it, every character of mine is looking for something. They are searching for that thing. Like with the latest book, Stars Will Guide You Home, I talk about the concept of home and how home is not just a physical place anymore. In today's day and age, when people are moving so much, at some age you might have friends who feel like home or family that feels like home, but no home is constant or forever. It's just changing. And while it might look like a love story, in the end, the characters are also going to find that home for themselves, not just in each other. So yeah, that is how I think my narrative is, and I kind of challenge that stereotypical love story where the woman has to be someone to be rescued, and I think my characters are pretty equal in that sense, and that's why the younger audiences, they enjoy it, they love it, and they find themselves in my books.
I think the readers would love to know which character does Stuti resonates with the most.
Okay, that's a very difficult question. It's like asking to choose between one of the books, and an author loves all of their books. So it's more like asking a mother which one is your
Favorite
baby, your best child, but you love all of them. But still, if I have to come up with one answer, there's a character called Ricky in my second book, You Only Live Once. My readers are agreeing to it, and I think he has been one of the most stellar characters that I ended up writing, and while I was writing, I did not even have an idea that people are going to love him so much, because I think Ricky is a part of me, or a part of me that I've always aspired to become, but I'm not still there yet. But being a younger author and writing about someone who's that experienced with life was a little challenging. So while it was a very challenging character to write, again, it has come out to be a character that the readers also love and that I also now look up to. So yeah, Ricky would be the answer to it.
Thank you, ma'am. While writing about emotions, I'm pretty sure that you would yourself be very emotionally invested in what you write. So, how do you think you manage that process? How does it affect you mentally while writing a book?
That's a very interesting question. I think sometimes it is very important to let those emotions out. For writers especially, it kind of works as therapy, honestly, because from being someone that nobody wanted to listen to be someone who's written something and it's resonating with someone somewhere. Now there are a lot of somes here, someone, somewhere, something. But what I genuinely want to say is that if you write from the heart, so not only it is going to act as therapy or an act of, I would say, empowerment for you as a person, it also does the same to your readers or anyone who comes across those words. So I always say that write fearlessly, like write, if you're a new writer, a young writer who's still working on their first book, write your heart out. Like that is how. It is definitely going to help you if no one else.
And ma'am, please tell us a little bit about your latest book and how are you expecting the audience to connect with it emotionally?
Alright, so my latest book is called Stars Will Guide You Home. It's with HarperCollins India, and I'm not going to tell a lot because again, I have written the entire book, and every time I'm asked that, tell us a few lines, I'm confused at what part do I really say. But in a nutshell, it's a story of two characters who find each other on an AI-based dating app. So it has a very interesting AI narrative blended into it. I did that on purpose because AI is so much becoming a part of our lives. Like people are asking all sorts of questions to ChatGPT now. Now that ChatGPT is becoming your friend, your mentor and whatnot. And I'm not endorsing it, or I'm not saying that what's happening is correct. But I wanted to bring it out there, and that's why this AI-based app in my new book. And these two main characters are actually ex-lovers. They have known each other, but on the app they don't know that they're talking to each other. And now all the beautiful revelations, how they're going to find each other in the real world, that happens in the end of the book. But I'm not going to tell you everything because then you have to read the book, right? If I tell you everything, then I spill the beans out there. So yeah. If in one line I have to say, I think it's a story not just about finding that other person or that soulmate we've all been told to find. It's a book about coming home to yourself. You will find yourself in that story.
All right. Ma'am, any last message to the readers, to your audience?
Okay, I don't know what that last message is going to be. I think life goes on. That's the biggest thing that I've learned from life. There's this little incident I want to narrate. So while I was coming here to the book fair, it kind of reminded that the first time I came to the fair was in 2018. And at that time I had written this first book. It's called On the Open Road. I think it's there. It's there? Okay. And the book looked very different. उसका cover भी ऐसा नहीं था. It was a very half-baked sort of a book क्योंकि मेरी self-published book थी तो मुझे पता भी नहीं था कि you know how a good cover looks like. All I knew was that I want to write this one story and publish my first book. And I went to one of these stalls here and I met Miss Jaspreet, that I still remember, the kindest lady I've met in my life. And I literally pleaded to her, आप मेरी 5 books रख लोगे क्या? Like if you keep 5 of my books and somebody ends up buying, it's going to really help me. And she said, okay, why not? And then I stood on that stall entire day and we sold those 5 books. And I still can't tell you the joy of what I felt that day. And now it's been 8 years, 5 books, now almost on every stall where books are being sold, maybe these books are available. But it's the journey, you know, that beauty of being that girl who asked someone कि मेरी 5 books रख लोगे क्या please, to be here today. So in life, if one thing I tell anyone, whether you're aspiring writer, someone starting out on your new career, going to a new country, anything, just believe in yourself, okay? The validation that comes from outside world, it just comes and goes. It's not constant. You will not find it forever. Maybe 5-6 years down the line, one of my book flops and they stop selling at all. But I would still be proud of myself because I believed in my journey and I still wrote those books. So always chase that validation within. No matter what you want to do in life, be your biggest cheerleader in the room, always. That's one thing that I tell everyone, whether you are a reader, you are an aspiring author, anyone. This advice is just something that lands right, always.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. It was a lovely session. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is author Stuti Changle and my latest book, Stars Will Guide You Home, is a story about 2 individuals who find themselves before finding each other. It is now available on Bookswagon.